Hi, have you ever been whooped by your teacher? No? Well, I was. And that was a thing back on one of the Caribbean islands that I was born and raised half of my life in. Teachers could do that because one, teachers were respected. Two, teachers were seen as extended family. Yeah, part of the family. And three, it really wasn't viewed as abuse back then. That was just the norm, a part of the island culture. Hi, this is Angie. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by, liking the video, sharing, and even making a nice comment if you're familiar or unfamiliar with this kind of culture. Yes, I'm back with another story in the Island Culture series by the fireplace. Yeah, so teachers were seen as very highly respected. It was a profession that was desired by many people back in the day. And so going to school and having a relationship with your teacher with respect was a thing. If you think you could ever go to school and disrespect a teacher, it was like high treason. Big deal. Yep, you would be out for a warranty by your teachers, the other teachers, the principal, and your parents. You don't disrespect teachers or you would get a whooping. Yeah, so that was a thing back in the day. Not that because they could do that, then you were beaten for everything or whooped or slapped in your hands with belts, which is most of it. But then, there's respect that is due to the teacher, and that is expected. Yeah, I remember in 6th grade, the teacher was very strict because you have some teachers that are really cool and nice, and you have some of them that are really strict and straightforward. And sometimes they are the ones that like to do the whooping. And in 6th grade, we named the belt. The entire class named that teacher's belt Buster. That means she's gonna bust you with that whoop. So we call it was a fat, thick leather belt. But she wouldn't whoop you a long time. She would give you 2 hard slaps, 1 in each hand. And so we would call Buster. So, and also now that the belt is called Buster, the teacher is also called Buster. So if she takes any breaks, who in here love when teacher takes a break from the class? The entire class, including me, and I know you. So we would have time when the teacher steps away to just carry on, get loud, start playing. But we will always have a guy on the outskirts of the class at the door watching. And as soon as she busts around the corner coming down, we would just peep quickly and the whole class shuffle. Buster coming. And then we would run to our seats. I don't know how she knew we were being bad one day, and she gave quite a few of us, lined us up in a corner and get some slapping. We didn't think it was abuse. Parents, teachers, the whole island, no, it wasn't abuse, because in life you get a whooping, just things cause and effect. And sometimes when we go out of line, life whips us. Yeah, so teachers were highly respected. They were seen as family, and we could not go home and complain. Parents are not into that. All we would hear, they would go to the school with their children and say, teacher, just save the eye. You know what that means? Whoop their butts if they're disrespectful. Just don't hit their eyes and cause them to be blind. And that was just a saying back then in the islands to say, I am giving you permission to discipline my child. That was a norm. And growing up, compared to where I live now, lots of kids had discipline. I remember when I just came to this country, I could not, for the life of me, acclimate to seeing kids smoking on the street corner and kissing up each other or being disgusting, curse words, and adults are passing. That was like, oh my God, what is this? Where is this? Huge culture shock. and smoking. I was so tempted to go over to them and say, no, what are you doing? Why are you smoking? Why are you cursing up and acting like that? And something tell me, honey, different folks, different strokes in different place. And I would pray for those kids, you know, because I didn't want to be disrespected by them. But that was not a thing. Any rare situation like that on the island of Jamaica where I was raised half my life, you would see it would be one or two rare students or kids just smoking, and they have to hide behind a tree or going somewhere very remote so people wouldn't see them. But the parents would say, teacher, just save the eye. That mean whoop, they're behind. So a lot of respect were given to teachers. And what I really love too, there was some really good innate teachers back then. They were real teachers that cared about people's children, that knew how to teach, and they did their very best in every way to love and care for us when they're teaching, and to teach us properly and thoroughly, and make sure we do homework, make sure they send home a note to teacher, and they would call us to the desk, correct us if we're wrong, and talk to us nicely. That was always cherished by us kids. Yeah. I remember one time in 6th grade again, we decided, it was lunchtime, we were playing high jump, and got into it and decided we were going to ignore the bell at lunch when it called for us to return to classes. And we were going on there like, you know, kids just do some crazy things sometimes. They do say kids do the darndest thing. And so we were there going off. Classes called, classes already in teaching session, and we're out there still screaming and jumping and playing. You know who came for us? Not our class teacher. I don't know what went on, but the principal herself. Whoops. She came for us, took us to her class, empty class, while every other class was convened, lined us up beside the class, and she whooped every single one of us. We had to hold out our hands. You know what Angie did, right? I went to the back of the line each time, and each time I come up and it's supposed to, I couldn't deal with it. I come to the middle, I'm like, no. I'm like, give me the back. And I'm going to the back. So by the time she got to me, I probably just got one slight whoop in one hand because she was tired. But yeah, and she gave us a nice lecture about being respectful and obedient, all right? Because that is what we have to do in order to be good adults in life. Yeah? It might sound weird to some of you that people got whooped in school, but it was a thing. You know, some parents wouldn't care if teachers whooped their children as long as they didn't go to town going crazy and abusing. You know, so teachers were respected by parents and respected by students because then you could get a whooping. You know, yes, I really respect how I was raised because it caused me, when things like that happen and teachers could really whip us, we understand what it is to be respectful to adults, respectful to ourselves, because they are teaching us what we need to become adults in life, to be acclimated in life. And so that respect also allows us to not just respect the teacher, but respect ourselves. And so this was the kind of respect given to teachers on the island, and parents respected and loved them because they understood, as someone had mentioned on the last video, it takes a village. I think that was Kayla Be Fit. Yes, love you, Kayla. Go over to her video and show her some love. I will link her in my description box. Yep, Kayla Be Fit, Godfidence Hub. Yeah, all those people, Mind Games. Yeah. And so it takes a village to raise a child, and that includes the teacher. Now, it was a different culture, not like today in America. It was a different culture. Respect was given to teachers, and children were more respectful at that time. And so this is something to learn as adults. When we do not behave ourselves, when we do not do the things that it takes to make our lives better and comfortable further in our future, it's like we get a whipping from life because we didn't do the things that it takes. And so what we desire, if we don't work towards it, respect ourselves, then we will not achieve the things that we want. We will not achieve our goals. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is another island culture series. I appreciate it. There is also a playlist in my channel here with the island culture series. Go watch that and see all the links to the island culture. And this was a thing, and it was respected, and it was not seen as child abuse. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you do so. Make a nice comment and subscribe to the channel, and even share the video with someone you know, maybe from the islands, or had this kind of culture. Maybe some remote places in America did that, you know, and not so even remote. But thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the story.